Key point 1. Change your approach to finding the best job. The job market reflects economic changes and the general world rhythm. In the past, you could work in one place for years and be proud of it. Today, finding and applying for new jobs is a fundamental skill. The rapid pace of global development and the emergence of innovative technologies force job seekers to adapt to the game's new rules. Computers are replacing humans in some jobs, while some roles are being reimagined and require a human-machine partnership. What does this mean for you as a job seeker? You must be flexible and ready to learn new skills. Success isn't only about doing your job well. It's also about knowing the secrets of effective hiring. It seems simple. Keep discovering new things and be ready for changes. However, this can be difficult in practice because you still need to figure out where to start. The first step is to get to know yourself better. You may already have the skills, knowledge, and abilities to land your dream job, but you can determine what you already know and need to learn with a self-inventory. With this approach, you'll see you're not a passive player that the company chooses or not. You are an equal participant with the power to show your value and influence the employer's opinion. You'll no longer have to settle for any job, choosing from available ads, because you'll realize your strengths and unique talents. Companies create new positions for those who know their value and how to demonstrate it. Sounds intriguing, doesn't it? Prepare to go deep into methods of finding your dream job. Job hunting is no longer an optional exercise. It is a survival skill. Richard N. Bolles. Key point 2. Make your search for work a full-time job. To find the job of your dreams, you must make an organized and consistent effort. It's not enough to look at new ads a few times a week and respond to some. You have to approach this task creatively and thoroughly. If your efforts aren't producing results, you probably need to increase your time searching and change your approach. It's more effective to ask friends if they know a company with a vacancy that matches your skills than to send your resume. There are two main ways to find a job. First, traditional method. It's a classic option when you look through various job ads and try to understand where your skills will be sufficient. You don't look at whether you like the activity. You look at whether your skills match the list. Then you write your resume, send it out everywhere that sparks your interest, and hope you get a positive response. If they don't answer, you repeat the whole cycle of actions. With this approach, you put the company at the center of the process, not yourself. But the critical question is, are they right for you? Second, the parachute method. This system is fundamentally different from the previous one. You start by exploring yourself, your strengths, and your aspirations. You're looking for an answer to who am I? Only after realizing yourself and your needs do you move on to finding your place of work. You don't just want any interesting company. You want specific conditions that you readily declare. There's no need to look through hundreds of ads. Now you need a bridge person to help you contact companies that suit your needs. Of course, this approach requires more time and effort because it's not only about your career, but about your place in this world. First, you'll have to let go of finding the best job and focus on where you're going. The traditional method not working is your signal to switch to the parachute method. Next, you will discover what steps this approach includes and understand where to start. Key point 3. Find out who you are to find your dream job. Get ready to study yourself in detail and understand your strengths and weaknesses. Self-inventory is how to do this. It's a type of self-study that involves creating a list of your abilities, knowledge, and skills. Here are a few reasons to try this method. You will learn to describe yourself from different angles, expanding your reach in diverse labor markets. You will formulate what job you're looking for precisely, enabling your friends and relatives to help you effectively. You can clearly describe your advantages if you land in a company with a competitive culture. You can use this knowledge to find new career paths. A life mission will help you remember who you are in difficult moments. Prepare paper and pen or your computer to create a kind of graphic flower, which will include 7 blocks, or petals. 1. The people in your life. Describe which people you are more comfortable working with. Specify their age, field of activity, level of education, character, and temperament. Use adjectives or typologies of people according to different approaches, such as Myers-Briggs personality types or Eysenck's method of introvert or extrovert. 2. The workplace of your dreams. Describe the place where you will be able to work most effectively. How many windows are there? Are there plants? Maybe you prefer to work from home rather than an office or have a mixed presence. 3. The skills you have. Tell what you can do better than others, using verbs like analyze, train, research, coordinate, and manage. 4. Your life purpose. Define your overall goals and values. If you write that you want more love in the world, you're being too broad, but helping people in psychologically difficult situations is more specific. 5. The knowledge you have. Make a list of your areas of expertise. It can be not only work, but also a hobby. Use nouns like architecture, music, comics, and pottery. 6. Your desired salary level. Analyze and write down what charge per month or year will cover all your needs. Keeping track of your monthly expenses on paper or with apps will help. 7. City or area where you prefer to work. At this stage, consider not only the present but also the future. Think about where you want to work, raise children, and retire. Consider your partner's interests if you're in a relationship. Key point 4. Do your research before you dive in. Having determined who you are and what you want, you can go to the next stage, finding your dream job. Perhaps you will intuitively understand where to move after the flower diagram exercise. If you cannot quickly pick the desired position after self-inventory, ask friends and acquaintances to help. Create a table with your knowledge and interests from the 5th block of the flower chart in one column and the most crucial skills from the 3rd block in another. Then show your acquaintances this table during the week and ask if they know of any jobs that suit you. A fresh outside view lets you see what is not visible. Listen to the advice and carefully analyze the information. If you're looking for a job, consult acquaintances more than close friends, since they have a different circle of communication. When you find the desired job, check if it suits you. Visit the LinkedIn website to find people who are already building the career of your dreams. Invite them out for coffee to ask a few critical questions. 1. How did you find this position? 2. What do you like and dislike about your work? 3. Do you know anyone on the same project who can give practical advice? Don't get upset if you hear that you have to study for years to get the job you want. There are other ways. For example, shadow professions. You cannot work as a psychiatrist without proper qualifications, but you can be a life coach or social worker. A flower diagram, advice from friends, and interviews with people who work at your dream job will ultimately lead you to one or more companies you want to apply to. But that doesn't mean you should rush out there and ask for a job. Before the job interview, you should learn as much as possible about the company. It's a crucial stage because you'll show a potential employer your sincere interest. Also, you have to make sure you want to work with them. For this, use the company's website and social networks. Look for the chosen firm on sites with employee reviews. And of course, ask for the opinions of current workers. Ultimately, these people can bridge you and the company you want to work for. This research will save you from disappointment and prepare you for a new job. Key point 5. Take control of your internet image. Classic paper CVs are a thing of the past because the internet and social media tell employers much more. Now they can see everything you post online and form an impression of you based on that. You can get rejected by a job if your tweets have grammatical errors. However, this also has the opposite effect because you can get extra points thanks to the creativity and bright personality that you demonstrate online. The good news is that you can take care of your online image before you start looking for a job. To do this, follow a few simple rules. Edit profiles in all social networks. Think about how you want to be in the eyes of the employer. Make a list of adjectives that best describe this vision. Next, type in your name to see everything about you online. Delete anything that doesn't fit your image, including texts and provocative photos. Create profiles on multiple networks. Total absence on the internet isn't the best solution. The hiring manager may find it suspicious and reject your application at the very first stages. Therefore, tell about yourself on social networks. It doesn't mean you must post about your life daily, but your profile shouldn't look outdated. Use LinkedIn. This network is indispensable for the professional environment. Here you can find people who will lead you to your dream job and help headhunters notice you. Fill out your page in detail using a standard network template so recruiters can see you by keywords. Please note that there should be nothing from your personal life, such as photos of parties and vacations, because this site is purely professional. Search the internet for video tips to fill out your profile well. Also, remember that having a photo is a must because pages without them turn employers away. Join LinkedIn groups to demonstrate your activity and involvement in professional matters. Create your blog. It's another way to make yourself known online. Here you can express your opinion on various issues. However, to make it a hiring tool, ensure your blog is relevant to your desired job. Otherwise, don't inform the employer about it. Add social media links to your classic resumes. Although a paper resume is not popular, you can create it online and add active references to your profiles. Key point 6. Attune yourself to a successful job interview. Your dream career search will eventually lead to an interview. This part often worries job seekers because it requires face-to-face contact with company representatives. It's like a culmination of all your previous efforts, which will either open up a new future or make you look further. Every failed interview brings you closer to a company that welcomes you with open arms and invites you to stay. Here are some facts and rules you need to know about employment conversation to feel more confident and relaxed. All employers are different. Getting rejected by one or several companies doesn't mean your experience and skills aren't valuable. It just shows that you haven't found your people in place yet. Prepare for interviews. Employers appreciate when you learn about their business before you come. It shows your genuine interest and desire to join. Gather as much detail as possible about the company's vision, mission, and values. Demonstrate your reliability. Don't exceed the stated time if you request a meeting. Use the vibration mode of your mobile phone to remind you to end. You will show the employer that you know how to keep your word. Check your feelings. Job interviews aren't just about pleasing the company reps. They also give you a chance to see if you like them. It's not an exam. You also choose, so periodically ask yourself if this company and position are a good fit for you. Keep a balance between telling and listening. According to research, employers prefer applicants who know how to talk about themselves and can stop to listen to the company in time. So don't be too loud or too silent. Employers are also worried. You're not the only one who takes risks during an interview. The fact is that hiring a new employee is a crucial stage for the company because you may not fit, which will cost them money. Remember this if you start to second guess. Apart from the practical aspects, remember that your mood matters. Make sure you are well rested before the interview and believe in yourself. Unless you look dirty, wild, and disreputable, and smell really bad, if you know what your talent is, I guarantee some employer is looking for you. Richard N. Bolles. Key point 7. Don't look for a new job, create one. Sometimes the problem isn't that you're not looking for a job the right way. It's that working for someone isn't for you. You should try working for yourself if you dream of a flexible schedule and independence. Maybe you already know what you want to do or have only dreams. A startup is always a risk, so consider a backup plan if something goes wrong. These 4 steps will help you understand what area you can succeed in. 1. Write down all your ideas. Paper and pen are great for organizing your thoughts, so jot down everything that comes to mind. You don't need to analyze at this stage, but write down even what seems strange and risky. It'll help you connect your intuition and creativity. Use your graphic flower to identify your strengths and see business ideas. Your current job place can also serve as a source of information, as you can do the same work independently. 2. Google and read. Learn as much as possible about creating a startup. You don't need to go into the details, but you should get a general idea of how the business works. Having your own company is not only freedom, but also a high level of responsibility. 3. Explore the potential of your ideas. Now that you have one or more options for your business, evaluate their viability. To do this, find someone already engaged in a similar project and ask them for advice. You can search for such people on LinkedIn or other social networks, or ask friends and acquaintances to arrange a meeting with the right people. Ask your bridge person about their experience and talents needed in this or that business. After receiving a list, you can evaluate the skills you already have and which you need to learn or delegate. 4. Find out the opinion of loved ones. A side view is always helpful when making important decisions. Ask your partner and friends for feedback on your idea. Be prepared that not everyone will support you, but remember the value of constructive criticism. In any case, the final decision should be yours alone. Did you know? Being an astronaut in outer space is considered the most challenging and risky job. Conclusion. Finding a new job or changing careers is complex and emotionally charged. It requires psychological readiness and attentiveness to your feelings. Remember the importance of inner comfort, no matter how promising and profitable a potential job is. You must enjoy and be passionate about what you do. Otherwise, you risk burning out and feeling drained. When choosing or changing your professional path, remember 8 crucial factors. 1. The new job must correspond to your life values. 2. When getting a new job, ensure stable relationships and living conditions. Changes should happen separately in different spheres of life. 3. Do what you like, not what is fashionable and profitable. 4. The ideal job is one where you can use your strengths. 5. Spend enough time searching for the best job and do not make hasty decisions. 6. Making a mistake in choosing a career path is expected. You can start over. 7. Try to enjoy the search process because you're doing it for your happiness and satisfaction. 8. Don't rely on the beliefs of parents and other significant adults. Listen to yourself and follow your needs. Any changes, even positive and necessary, are always stressful. To make the job search easier, get the support of your friends and family. Take care of your health and emotional state. Try this. 1. Stop for a minute and ask yourself, do I like my current job? 2. Remember who you dreamed of becoming as a child and analyze whether it's far from who you are today. 3. Formulate your life's mission and write it down on paper. Take advantage of it when making important decisions.